Hello YouTube. I thought I would share a process video with you, and this one is called Forever and Always, and it is my process video 58. So I'm super excited that I have made so many videos. That's super cool. This is from my Make a Kit Mexico products that I had pulled, so you can refer to that. That was on, I actually made the layout on 5/8, but I think the video for the Make a Kit went up on 5/9. So anyway, you can see the products that I used there. Of course, I'm watercoloring a little bit, but what I did with this 12 by 12 cardstock, I loved the blues and the browns, and I kind of wanted to pull those together to match the photo. And I didn't want to lose a bunch of the details in this brown cardstock. Well, it's pattern paper, it's not cardstock. The blue is cardstock. So I kind of joined the two so I could watercolor on the cardstock and not lose the detail and get the full picture of the pattern paper on top there. So I sewed the two together, and my sewing machine's having some issues, so it's like the wonkiest stitch ever. I hated the stitching. I really need to get it serviced. It's almost as old as I am, so it's not very happy. It doesn't want to do zigzag anymore. It wants to, oh, that was my lovely daughter London getting in the picture there. It doesn't want to zigzag anymore. It just wants to do a straight line. I think I was playing with it, and then somehow it ticked it off. So I am back to just doing straight. And I kind of, there you saw me playing with the inks. I thought faded jeans would work, but it was too dark. And then I pulled Broken China, and although I liked Broken China, it was still too dark, but it was the right color blue. So I don't know if you're familiar with like stamping off of something, but it's like the second pass after you've made the stamped image. And that's what I did with the roller stamp. I just rolled the ink on it and then kind of rolled it off of it. And then what was left was the little light image that you see that I rolled on to the bottom there. So it actually turned out to be the perfect color once I did that, because I didn't have a lighter color that I could think of. I mean, I'm sure I do. I just didn't want to go digging. So I have a craft closet that's full of ink pads and stamps. But yeah, that's what I did there. And then I did finish up the Heidi Swap epoxy stickers, and I used some of the Kaiser Craft Paradiso collection die cuts, and Dear Lizzie is the flare there, and looks like, gosh, I'm trying to remember. Oh, Studio Calico is the bow. And then there's like some little, I pull one of the badges, I think, from Studio Calico as well. The stamp set you see there is from Studio Calico, and the only thing I ever see on that is like on the inside, it says something like, it usually is a phrase. This one says it's going to be a great day. So I don't know if that's the name of the stamp set, or if they just put that type of saying in each cover, but it came in a kit, and that's all it says inside. So I can't tell you what month because I'm terrible about keeping up with that. I thought I'd do like a little label on the outside, and I never kept up. So, and here I kind of yeah, I've learned my lesson. I pre-stamp. I try stamps before I put them down. Here I don't really like this element, but you know, it is what it is. It's that same little Studio Calico stamp set, and I just took what appeared to me, they're like triangles, but I was thinking of sunshine, And so I used Hero Arts Gold ink, and I kind of made a little sunshine at the bottom, because what we're doing in the picture, and this was so freaking cool, and if you follow me at all, you'll know that this was like my favorite vacation ever, and I travel quite a bit. So if you watch me design each one of these layouts and hear the story behind it, you'll find out why it was just the most awesome trip ever, and probably some of the best experiences I've ever had. And I mean, everything was perfection. So here we were rappelling down into a cenote, and it was or cenote, I don't know, I've heard it both ways. So what a cenote is there's an underground river system, and the ground above, there's a pocket, and the ground above gives way at some point, and you're left with a sinkhole basically into the river system below. And then, usually it continues to travel on, and but you usually, people don't like spelunk through there or whatever, because they're full of water, but they do rappel down into the cenote, and there was little ladders on the side and rappelling harnesses and all of that. So me and Ashley paid to go to this cenote and drop down into the river water below, and oh my gosh, it was just the coolest thing. So the reason for the sunshine down at the bottom is because when you're down at the bottom of the cenote, it's like looking up into the heavens. It's like this beautiful sun that comes in through this hole, and you're down inside the earth, and it's almost like the earth is like cradling you. And I don't know, we went down there, and they I'm sure some people would be creeped out by that. It was so dark though, and I was with him, and we were holding hands, and we kind of floated in these little inner tubes while we were down there. There's some poor dude that lives down there and helps everybody get into a tube and out of their harness, and helps harness you back in order to get back up if you so choose. That's another story for another layout. But it was just, oh my gosh, it was the most, even though there were other people, it was so intimate. It was so freaking awesome. The perfect person was with me. And so the guys above took our picture with my camera, and that's one of my favorite pictures of all time, ever. So it's just gorgeous. And that's kind of the story behind this picture. And you see there the little sun. It did end up smoothing out because it's the chalk ink, but I don't know, it didn't turn out to be my favorite element, but that's the representation behind that stamp. So anyway, I hope you like my layout, and there are the still pictures and close-ups. So yeah, that's the story, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.